Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ed Klobuchar, and I have the distinct honor and privilege of serving as Hazel Park City Manager. I want to welcome you all here this afternoon on the occasion of the 2023 Juneteenth flag raising ceremony, where we commemorate the day, June 19, 1865, when elements of the United States Army arrived in Galveston, Texas, and announced the good news to the enslaved African Americans living there that they were now and forever free from the bondage of slavery. So today we engage in a very solemn activity. I would like to bring Councilmember Alyssa Sullivan to the podium, but before I do that, I want to introduce a few of our dignitaries. We have Mayor Pro Tem Luke Londo, City Council Member Alyssa Sullivan, State Representative Mike McFall, Ferndale Mayor Melanie Piana, Hazel Park School Board Superintendent Amy Krupe, Hazel Park School Board Member Dawn Rice, Hazel Park School Board Member Monica Retti, Madison Heights City Councilor Quinn Wright, and Ferndale City Council Member Raylon Leaks May. Alyssa, if you will come forward, please, and read the resolution.
Thank you, everybody, so much for coming. I just want to say this is a great partnership that was started a couple years ago between our city and Ferndale. This year, we have decided to call it the Sibling Cities Celebration. I'm really excited to be a part of this, and I want to thank everybody for coming today. Today's federal holiday commemorates the day in 1865 when enslaved people in Galveston, Texas, learned they had been freed by the Union soldiers enforcing the 13th Amendment. Over 6 months after its passing and more than 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation was issued by President Abraham Lincoln during the Civil War. Today, as a nation, we are yet again years behind in recognizing and celebrating the struggles that enslaved people and their descendants in the United States face and continue to fight and overcome. Today, our resolution honoring Juneteenth is just a small symbol from our community that we support the foundational ideals of freedom, liberty, and justice for all. I'm honored to have partnered again this year with Ferndale to create our Sibling City celebration. Ferndale will host their flag raising this evening at 6 p.m. at City Hall. I hope that everyone can attend. All right. Whereas Juneteenth is the oldest nationally celebrated commemoration of the abolition of slavery in America, having originated following the emancipation of Galveston, Texas on June 19, 1865. And whereas on that date, the Union Army arrived in Galveston and brought news of the Emancipation Proclamation to enslaved African Americans living there, who celebrated through feasting, prayer, song, and dance. Whereas the following year saw the official Juneteenth celebrations take place in Texas, and the tradition soon spread throughout the United States to become the annual social and educational event that it is today. And whereas, enshrined as a federal holiday in 2021, Juneteenth continues to provide an opportunity to promote and cultivate knowledge and appreciation of African American history and culture. And whereas it is important to reaffirm a national commitment to justice and equity. And whereas it was in the spirit of those ideals that the City of Hazel Park adopted a human rights ordinance in 2021 that recognized the inherent dignity and equal and inalienable rights of all members of the human family and sought to prevent discrimination based on physical, mental, demographic, and or ideological differences. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the City of Hazel Park does hereby commemorate June 19th, 2023 as Juneteenth, and calls on individuals and organizations to condemn all forms of prejudice and celebrate our treasured ideals of liberty and equity. I'd also like to bring up now City Council Member in Ferndale, Raylon Leaks May.
First of all, good afternoon, everyone. Happy Jubilee Day, Emancipation Day, or Day of Freedom. I want to welcome you all here. I'm happy to see such a big crowd, and I'm happy to be here today. Councilmember Alyssa Sullivan did touch on some of the history of Juneteenth, but I just want to add a little bit more to that. We know that actually the enslaved people were actually freed in January, 2.5 years earlier. It was, and apparently, from what I'm hearing from what I've learned, is that when slave owners got wind of this Emancipation Proclamation, they decided to outrun the soldiers, so to speak, and move more towards Texas because they wanted to hold on to their slave ownership rights. So it was on June 19th, 1865, that the Galveston Army did come into Galveston, Texas. Excuse me, the Union Army did come into Galveston, Texas to free the slaves, but I just wanted to add a little history that even though people were enslaved 2.5 years earlier, there was a movement to continue to keep people enslaved. So I don't know if anyone knew that, but that is the case. As you notice, today I'm wearing red. Juneteenth, because when it became a holiday, red became a symbolism of resiliency. So when people celebrate Juneteenth today and through the weekend, you'll see hints of red, whether it be in their food, drinks, desserts, these kinds of things. Barbecue in particular, we all love that. So I just wanted to also commemorative of Juneteenth, you'll see that there's a movement to support local black businesses. So please support your local black businesses. They can use your support, as well as focus on education for our black youth. So I'm really appreciative of Councilmember Sullivan with the scholarship opportunity that she's presenting today. So I'm not going to take too much time. I just wanted to say welcome being here. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to celebrate with you. And I hope that you are able to attend Ferndale's celebration tonight at 6 o'clock in front of City Hall. We'll have poetry speakers. We'll have desserts and speakers as well. So please join us and have a wonderful day of freedom. I now introduce Councilmember Clint Wright of Madison Heights.
Good afternoon, everyone. How's everybody doing today? That's awesome. I'm very excited to be here with you guys to celebrate Juneteenth and to commemorate this new national holiday. So I just think that deserves a round of applause because I don't know how we get a new national holiday, but that's awesome. And so my city has been celebrating Juneteenth for the past 3 years. We just wrapped up our Juneteenth celebration thanks to some folks from our nonprofit in our community called Madison Heights Citizens United. And you know, I bring it up because there's a significance to it because it reminds me that change takes time and change is hard. When we talk about Juneteenth, to me, I think about first like the struggle. Not only like our struggle we had just to put on an event, but the struggle, if you think about it, we had enslaved people who had to wait 2 years. That's 2 years of their lives that they had to wait to find out that they were free, to find out that they could live the American dream. That's why we celebrate. That's why today is a party, and that's why today, you know, as Council Member Raylon Leeds has said, we celebrate those people because it's not just the black community, it's the American community, it's the American dream. And we're celebrating the opportunity that everyone gets to realize the American dream as we go from Juneteenth to the 4th of July. So that just makes me excited. So as I come here today to you to celebrate with Hazel Park, to celebrate with Ferndale, I just want to remind you that today is just an opportunity to remember that it's liberty and justice for all. So have a good day. Happy Juneteenth.
I would like to invite Hazel Park School Superintendent Amy Creepy to the microphone to talk to you a little bit about some of the art that we have on display here in the Hazel Park City Hall.
And as you noticed, he clarified that I only was speaking about the art, not everything else. Keeping it short. Hazel Park School District is so proud to be a partner with Ferndale as well as Hazel Park and offer you a walkthrough through some beautiful art from our students at Webb Elementary School. Thank you so much for Ed Klobuchar allowing us to do that. And so as we put out the participation for this day, they stepped up and their art teacher really worked with their students to get the art there, and it's being displayed most beautifully in City Hall. I encourage you to go to view it, to celebrate it. There's some beautiful, beautiful artwork. schools are an important place for us to learn about equity and to learn about the importance of our history, where we've been and where we never want to go before. How fortunate we all are to either live or to work in a community like Hazel Park. Thank you.
Since art is such an important medium to convey emotion, thoughts, and ideals, I'd like to bring back Alyssa Sullivan to talk a little bit more about art and the importance of the art scholarships that she is now able to present.
I know I'm short. Thank you so much. That's fine. Thank you. All right, I'm back, and I promise this is it. In addition to the honor of reading the resolution as part of our Sibling City celebration, I also have the honor of announcing the first annual Hazel Park Arts Council Juneteenth Scholarship. This scholarship is available for juniors and seniors currently enrolled in Hazel Park or Ferndale schools. The theme of this year's scholarship is Juneteenth, a day of recognition, restoration, and celebration. Applications will be accepted in two main categories, written or spoken, and visual art. Applications open today and can be submitted now through July 19th of 2023 at midnight. The Hazel Park Arts Council will jury the entries, and once decided, both $1,000 scholarships will be awarded during this year's Hazel Park Art Fair. Applications and more information for this scholarship can be found on the Hazel Park Arts Council website at www.hpart.org. Thank you guys for coming.
Once again, I'd like to thank you all for being here. A special thank you to the employees of the City of Hazel Park and the employees of the Hazel Park School District who made such an outstanding showing today. Thank you. Please enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy this beautiful sunshine, and remember the importance of living under the beautiful light of freedom. Thank you all so much. Oh, and raise the flag. Thank you. That was just a little bit important. Want you all to have a great day. If you get a chance, stop in City Hall and take a look at the art. Thank you all.